This is just coming out of left field. But you go to that hellscape known as X, and there's all kinds of wild stuff in there. And if you go on YouTube, there's all kinds of wild stuff on there. Facebook, there's all kinds of wild stuff on there. So if you go into the shorts, you're going to get all kinds of crazy things. Now, one of the things that I've noticed, despite the fact that I am continually saying, I am not interested in this content. I am not interested in this type of thing. I am not interested in this content creator. I'm not interested in this subject matter. I've noticed that the algorithms, I'm assuming there's many given different social media outlets, continually, whether it's Facebook, whether it's X, whether it's YouTube, they continuously bring me back. And I mean that. Like, I'm not asking for these videos. I'm not looking for anybody. I'm not going out there saying, oh, let me see people freaking out at police, or let me see people freaking out at children, or let me see people, drunk in parking lots getting in fights with one another. I'm not looking for that stuff. I'm not looking to hear about somebody having their worst day. I'm not looking to observe somebody having their worst day. I'm not looking to be a fly on the wall when people lose their ever-loving minds, when people get violent, when people get vitriolic, when people get angry, when people start slurring one another and start disparaging one another. I'm not looking to witness people giving me a reason why, maybe humanity doesn't deserve to be here. If that's how we're going to be, maybe we don't deserve all that we have. The algorithms continuously push it on me. Maybe it'll go, I'll say not interested. Cool. Yeah, no, we get that. We appreciate what you have to say. And then 2 weeks later, maybe 3 weeks later, here's somebody getting angry at the police. Here's the police getting angry with someone. Here's somebody drunk in a Walmart parking lot. Here's somebody kicking somebody's car. Here's somebody ripping off the driver's side rear view mirror. Here's somebody. Does this happen to you? Because it seems to happen to me all the time. And if you don't say, listen, I told you I'm not interested in this. Scroll through 3 more. Boom, there's another one. It's almost like, hear me out on this, it's almost like the algorithm has figured out that human beings are drawn to suffering, that we are drawn to the suffering of other people, that there's something about us that we are drawn to drama. Oh, I want to see this. It's like the rise of reality TV, right? When Survivor first came out, or when these shows first came out, they were kind of unique. They were kind of different. They were kind of awesome. We had never seen anything like this before. And there it is, these humans interacting in an honest and authentic way. Right there in front of us. Every week we could tune in and see, what kind of nasty things did Jimmy do to Sally this time? What kind of nasty things was Helen up to behind the scenes with Jill trying to get Rich thrown off the island? What's taking place? Right? How do I put this? It's almost like the algorithm has figured out how to hack our psyche to feed us the absolute worst poison we could possibly ingest. It's like algorithms have figured out how to give us, how to feed us. And they're not force feeding us. They're just, here you go. Would you like a bite of this poison apple? Oh, did we say poison? Would you like a bite of this normal everyday apple? Gimme. It's so shiny, it's so red, it's so lush, it's so perfect. Look at this. Oh my gosh, it's all unfolding. I don't know why, but this makes my heart go pitter-patter a little bit. I find myself glued to the screen. I can't look away. Do you see? That's it. It's a car accident, isn't it? The algorithm has figured out that we really like to slow down, and look at what's going on at the site of a car accident. Can't turn our heads, can't look away. We gotta see what's happening at this car accident. Now, I don't know the reasons why. Maybe it's because I don't want to be in that same situation, and so part of me is thinking if I watch it, if I look at it, if I examine it, I'll be able to prevent it from happening to me. I don't know. And maybe it's just a matter of our desire to see others fail, our desire to see others in full collapse. I don't know. But there's a reason for it. There's definitely a reason for it. I don't necessarily understand what that reason is, but there is a reason why we seem to it seems like we can't turn away from that stuff, and there seems like a reason why the algorithm wants us to see that stuff. Well, I mean, the algorithm, it's simple. If we watch it, we'll watch more of it. And if we watch more of it, we'll watch even more of it. It's a way of hooking us in. We see the same thing, and we've talked about this, right? But we've seen the same thing with some of our favorite content creators. Such and such humiliates, big bold capital letters, such and such to their face. Such and such ends their political career. Such and such makes huge mistake live on TV. Right? Such and such freaks out, such and such loses it, such and such wakes up to the worst possible news, such and you know these headlines. And if you tune in, you're like, okay, I want to see that villain that you've told me in the headline. I want to see them lose it. I want to see them humiliated to their face. And when you click on it, that's not at all what's in there. It's not at all what's in there. Maybe they were miffed. Maybe they were tussled a little bit. Maybe they were whatever, but they weren't humiliated. They didn't lose it. They didn't freak out. They certainly didn't ruin their political career, brings it all to a crashing end. No. But as we give in to the impulse, and I think it's probably an impulse, I think it's probably I think it's a matter of impulse control, that it's there and we're like, it's okay, I'll watch it. As we give in to the impulse to watch this stuff, as we give in to the impulse to click this stuff, as we give in to the impulse to scroll to the next one, we're lessoned for it. We're lessoned for it. We're poisoned a little bit by it. It's harming us. It's harming us. And in fairness, again, though, it's one of those things. Let's reframe. Let's learn from it. We're being harmed by it. We're being poisoned by it. It is toxin. But there's a reason we gravitate to it. And that reason tells us something about ourselves. And I believe that Jesus, I believe that our philosophical heroes, I believe that those religious teachers of days gone by, all of them warn us of this kind of thing, and all of them call us to live the kind of life where we're not so intrigued by these images. As a matter of fact, they call us to live the kind of life that would say, I don't want to watch you in your worst day. I want to help you through your worst day. I don't want to watch you collapse. I want to lift you up. I don't want to watch you scream and raise holy hell in a Walmart parking lot because somebody speaks Spanish. I want to help you through that. I want to be a source of love in the lives of others. I do not want their misery giving me a short-term fix for whatever it is that's going on for me. I would encourage you, especially during this Lenten season, fast. Fast from these toxins. Fast from these ludicrous thumbnails, from these ludicrous titles. Fast from the desire. And it could be a hell of a thing. We might have to really fight this, but wait a second, Ed, they were really humiliated. Let me watch it. No. Read the news, see what happened, but stay away from that stuff. Stay away from that stuff that promises to show you human suffering, even though the people suffering in your mind, their humanity may well indeed be questionable. Fast of this. Amen.